No.
And we back. This is the No Overtime podcast here. I'm Logan, RMHS highlighter writer, accompanied here by my fellow classmate Jack.
Yes, sir. I'm happy to be here. I'm as well a fellow student at Rocky, and I also write for the highlighter with our great teacher, Amy White.
Yeah, so today we're just kind of here to talk to you guys about just the changes within Rocky Mountain High School, how that affects the teachers, how that affects the students, and we're just kind of here to maybe give a deeper insight as to how it works inside. And yeah, so let's just get into it.
Yeah, first I would like to talk about is the schedule change, honestly. Rocky this year has changed a lot. For example, there's only 4 days in the week now, including Fridays off. And as well with this schedule change, we have a and B group, which are split into two different groups. And they alternate days practically to either come to school or to take online class. So, like, for example, today in A group, we came to class today, and yesterday B group was here, so.
Yeah, for sure. I think that with those new adjustments, I think that a big perspective to kind of take in is the mental health perspective for the students especially. I know that mental health was already a rising problem prior to these changes. And I think that these make a big difference. Like, for example, with the shorter passing periods, we don't get to socialize with our friends nearly as much. Longer class time, that just kind of keeps us
physically drained almost.
Right. And then with, like, the shorter lunch periods, it kind of makes it harder to actually be able to enjoy eating with your friends.
Yeah, I would like to talk about that. I could give an example. For today, I'm a fellow student. We had lunch today, and I went out to lunch with a few of my friends, and we went to Taco Bell, got a few hard-shell tacos, ate up. But as we were getting our food and everything like that, it's really just hard to fit eating, going out to eat, and also coming back, and then also trying to make it on time back to your class. It's just been really difficult with the shorter schedule and stuff. Really been, honestly, like, draining the students, the longer class. From my perspective, I've been a lot more tired in class and stuff like that. But besides the mental health and stuff like that, I recently talked to one of the Rocky Mountain High School teachers and asked her her thoughts on the change at Rocky and during the pandemic and stuff like that, if you'd like to talk about that, Logan.
Yeah, for sure. So obviously, with the split up groups, there's only half the students in per day. And so with those smaller classes, I think that it's a lot harder for teachers to actually get the points that they want to across to their students, mainly because a lot of them, aren't there or are listening in online. And I think that plays a big role in motivating the students outside of the classroom. And especially because there's no way to really monitor them. And I think that plays the biggest role in actually motivating them to do more. So I think that makes it a lot harder for the students and, for the teachers, actually. For example, we actually just got this information from the highlighter or the journalism teacher here, Miss White. So it definitely makes it harder for the teachers, and as well as only having half the kids in. There's only 4 days within the schedule, and half those kids come in on the consecutive days. I think that it's hard to fit the curricular work that they're supposed to assign per week. It's harder to fit that work actually in the schedule, and I think that makes it a lot harder for the teachers to kind of lay out a plan and for the students to actually know when things are due and what's happening.
100%. I love what you said there. Couldn't agree more, honestly. I think our time is coming up to an end here very shortly. So I just wanted to say thank you very much, Logan, for having me on this podcast today. Special thanks to Miss White for providing some information or I guess stuff like that. So.
Yep. And this is No Overtime Podcast. We'll see you on the next one. And have a great rest of your